Delegation does not work. There are so many challenges to delegation, and there's a better way to manage, and there's a better way to be managed. In this video, I'm going to explain the product development non-technical skill of not delegating. Hi, I'm Eric Johannes. I help product development professionals advance by teaching the skills that accelerate their growth. This is the stuff I wish I had known when I started my career. So welcome to Product Development Career Secrets. I am now going to explain the 6 pitfalls of delegation. Pitfall number 1, you need to find a person who is competent in the skill sets required for the task. The problem usually isn't finding the person. The problem is that they're usually busy handling tasks for the project that they are part of. Now you've thrown a wrench into these projects by taking a team member away, even if you're just taking them away temporarily. The second pitfall is a lack of clarity defining the task. If you do a poor job defining the task that you need to delegate in all its nuances, you're not going to get what you're hoping for. So you need to be really clear. Third, insufficient authority of the delegate. If you ask somebody to do something that they don't have the authority to do, they may need authority to do certain tasks or approve certain things or purchase certain pieces of equipment. If they don't have it, you're not going to get your task done. Pitfall number 4, a lack of trust in the delegate. This is when you fully don't trust the delegate and you start to micromanage them. This takes up a lot of your time, and often it can hurt the working relationship that you have with a delegate. So that just brings you bad problems in the future. Now, pitfall number 5 is having unrealistic expectations about the schedule. This is super common. It happens a lot. You need to make sure that you're not asking somebody to complete something faster than you feel you could do it yourself. And number 6, the last pitfall, is a lack of accountability. Now, the delegate, they're going to do their best to get it done for you, but there's usually in the back of their heads of a lot of people, they know you're really responsible for it, and people are going to be looking to you for this task. So when it's not done or not done great, they're not going to be too worried about it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain the better way, so a better alternative to delegation. First, if you like this video and you want more, go to www.productdevelopmentcareersecrets and subscribe. Put your email address, subscribe, and you'll instantly be emailed my PDF, 8 Mindsets to Take Control of Your Career in Product Development. Plus, I'll also send you some more insanely practical and immediately valuable tools, and they're going to help you grow and thrive as a product development professional. Now, the reason I created this video is because recently I was asked by the founder of a startup how best to delegate tasks. The CEO was worried that his ability to let go of tasks and responsibilities wasn't up to what it needed to be. So I explained delegation is just throwing a wrench into the works of the planning your team has already done. Subordinates pretty much feel they must take on the delegated tasks because you're the boss. The result is a reduction in productivity for the projects they've been working on and an increase in stress. You have piled on more work onto them when they know they need to get other stuff done. Often they see you passing your work onto them as just being, if you were better organized, you wouldn't have to be doing this. If you were better organized, you wouldn't be asking me to do this. You'd get your own work done. Now, a much better alternative to this is to be a proactive manager. And there's 3 systems I'm going to explain now that if you're proactive about these, you're not going to have to delegate. Those resources are going to be there when they need to be there. System number 1, have documented roles and responsibilities. Make sure you have it clear who's responsible for what. The second thing is Train personnel in productivity methodologies and systems. Get everyone working together in the same way, in a way that you know is going to be productive. And the third thing is staff appropriately. Staff the project for the timeline and what's required. Don't live in a fantasy world. Now, if you get all these things done and you proactively often work on them, things are going to go fine. If you do the work, it will pay off time and time again for you. Pretty simple, just those 3 things, but you do need to work on them on a regular basis. And this really is the mental aspect that you need to address to use the proactive systems. You need to be disciplined to regularly do the detailed work of refining roles and responsibilities, communicating that. Make sure everybody knows theirs and others' roles and responsibilities. Plus the work on training and using productivity methodologies, and of course the staffing. Make sure things are staffed properly. Don't be tempted to delegate. Be disciplined to do the work. Don't yield to the temptation. Now, if you're a person who's getting delegated to too much, and this is happening to you, there is something that you can do. First of all, just document your roles and responsibilities. Document what you understand them to be. Second thing, learn productivity methodologies and systems. Get good at being productive. Get more done in less time. Share these with your coworkers, your teammates. And third, think through the appropriate staffing for what you're responsible for. Now, once you've done these 3 things, just discuss each of these 3 areas with your manager to make sure the 2 of you are both on the same page. Essentially, you're doing their job for them. They'll appreciate that. Okay, one last important thing I want to mention. There will be times when you need to ask others for help getting your tasks done. You want teammates to work with you to help you do your stuff. This is not the same as delegation. This is working well as a team. I once worked on a team where our manager expected 10% of our time to be helping our teammates get their responsibilities done. This is fair because unforeseen hurdles do appear, and we do need to help each other get this stuff done. Now, in summary, besides the few times when you just need a helping hand, you do not want to be delegating tasks. You want to create an organization with clear roles and responsibilities, training and mentoring to ensure high productivity of the personnel, and you want adequately staffed teams for the project activities and the schedule. So tell me in the comments if this is a new idea for you and what you think about it. Now, go create some value for others.